we talked about you playing football, obviously, a dominant football player, great basketball player as well. You ended up playing college basketball at FAMU. But talk to me about your recruiting process in both football and basketball, how you ended up choosing to play college basketball instead of college football.
I say my recruiting process was slow. I feel like Hillsborough County is like a under recruited place anyway for most people, unless you like a 3 stars, 2 star, like 4 stars, something like that. But for like recruitment is slow here. I feel like most people like for basketball for sure. Like there's a lot of like talent that goes under the radar. Like you know what I'm saying. There's only a certain amount of people that really go Division 1 out of Hillsborough County, and then it's like most of them is like 1,000 point scorers, or it's never like Kevin Knox. Like he's all NBA talent. Like you know what I'm saying. Like it's so obvious that you can't miss that. That's like I'm saying. So for football, it was like recruitment was easier, but the school I was at wasn't the best. So that was like my biggest downfall for that. But for basketball, I feel like it was like sending film, like the whole. I feel like I got 1,000 no's before I got my one yes, and I feel like I was an unsigned senior. I was still like giving my decision. I was getting recruited by school for football. Fam was at my spring game my senior year for football, but like I wasn't ready to make that decision just to commit to football because I still had my love for basketball. So I was going to wait till my basketball season was over, AAU season was over, and then I was going to make my decision, which was going to be late. But you know what I'm saying? Like I was the first in my family to go through this process. So like I was the only one that could tell me like that's late. But yeah, I went to this AAU tournament in Tallahassee at TCC, and then the fam coach was there. I had like one of my best games at like 30 points, like 10 assists and like 5 steals. And then ever since then, like in the next few days, I got the family offer, came up for a visit, loved everything about it, like just the culture, the culture, like how people treat you, like just like they want to see you succeed, like just they want Black excellence. Like that's the biggest word. He's like, that's what I can really sum it up. They love Black excellence. They want you to be the best you and like they don't care. Like it's like it was odd to me because in Tampa at Freedom it's a predominantly white school. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me to be the majority was a total difference to me. And it was just like something that I fell in love with. So that's why I chose FAM. At first I was planning on playing football and basketball at FAM, but my grades was bad, like my freshman year, so I couldn't even do both.
For sure. I feel like that's something I could relate to too. I got 2 younger brothers. They'll probably be one of them already just started his recruiting process. He in high school, and one of them is in middle school, about to go to high school. Hopefully he start the same kind of process. But I'm the oldest in my family. Like I was the first person to kind of go through it as far as recruiting and stuff. And it was a lot of stuff that I kind of wish I could go back and just like kind of do over. Like just hearing you talk about your situation. Obviously, you still love basketball, but like a normal person probably listening to this would be like, why you ain't just like signed to play football? Like it couldn't have been that hard of a decision. But I definitely kind of could feel that, like when you don't have nobody to really look to be like, oh, this is what I should do, or like see an example right before you, like it's kind of you kind of freewheeling. Like it definitely could have been possible that you waited to the end of your AAU season and high school season, stuff like that, and then say the coaches was like, oh, you took too long, your offer is gone for football, then you could have been in a bad spot. Like obviously it didn't go like that, but just like I feel like you probably thought about that before, just the possibilities of that being possible. So I feel like it's definitely hard.
I feel like my recruiting process wasn't. I didn't take it I didn't do it the right way. I didn't do everything I could to be at the highest level I could have been. But I say like visits. I didn't take any visits till FAM, and I was like, those are free. Like those are paid visits. Like why wouldn't you take a visit? So like with my little brother now, like I go on all the visits with him just to show him, and then I ask the questions that I wish somebody would have asked with me when I was at my visits. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I feel like I don't take L's. You feel me? I feel like I just take lessons. So that was my biggest thing. Like I learned from my recruitment process that I wasn't gonna let my brother do, and I was gonna make sure that he do it right. And that was just my biggest thing. So now that like me looking back, You feel me? I feel like people now they don't like Freedom was my zone school, and back then rules was way different than they are now. So I went to Freedom, and there was no chance of going nowhere else. Now these kids can choose wherever school they want to go to. You know what I'm saying? And it helps their recruiting because if you stack a team and y'all go far, like recruits look at winning teams. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that hurt my chances, but it was a lot of things that I could have did different or I should have did different, but I feel like I learned from all that, and then it helped me mentor my little brother through his recruiting process, and now he at the place that he at now.
For sure. I think that's definitely major. Like, that's something that I've been looking forward to. Like, my brother, he kind of just now getting his feet wet. Like, he like, this is junior year right now. So his junior year about to be over in a couple of months. So he just started getting phone calls, texts, and reaching, like, talking to coaches, all that stuff. But like, I'm excited for him to get to like where you are. Like, your brother, he just committed, about to sign soon. Like, he already pretty much set to go. He's going to Louisville. That's major for sure. But like, when my brother get closer to his like signing and stuff, I want to be able to be there and like just help him. Like you said, my parents, they also like, they're kind of more familiar with how stuff goes. And then I can also help ask the questions, like you said. Like, I feel like that's more important than just dwelling on the mistakes that you made, just being able to help out your brother. And I think that's major for sure.
Definitely.